Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like the Kansas City Ice Center. And it's free, so pick one up today. Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine show. Good Sports is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic. Dr. Lynn McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic offer the care that can relieve pain and stress and improve overall health. For an appointment, call them at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. And by the Surplus Exchange. Take a tax donation credit plus help KC students when you recycle your electronics and office furniture at the Surplus Exchange. For more information, visit surplusexchange.org or call 816-472-0444.
Good Sports was recorded live on Saturday, April 11th.
Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I am Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Today we're here at the Kansas City Ice Center, located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can skate on their outdoor pavilion or their indoor ice rink. Call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicenter.com, for more details on public skate sessions, hockey clinics, and their Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. Today on our show, we'll talk with 85 World Series champ and owner of Life Priority, Greg Pryor. But before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations. And with this month's issue, KC Sports celebrates our 18th straight year as the Sports Illustrated of Kansas City. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports, we write about the Springtime 4-on-4 Hockey League and the upcoming summer camps in our Hockey Report, which is presented by the Kansas City Ice Center. In our KC Baseball Report, presented by the Surplus Exchange, we interview the Royals' Danny Duffy. We analyze the Royals' offensive lineup, and we give our predictions for the 2015 season. And in our Golf Review, presented by Firekeeper Golf Course, we feature articles on Heritage Park and Tomahawk Hills. We also feature a story on Winterstone Golf Course. Plus, we have articles on your golf exercise routine, golf injuries, way to make your swing more fluid, and golf's 6 golden rules. You can visit our new and improved website, kcsportspaper.com, to find a link to a list of locations where you can find KC Sports, or you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website as well. Now, I also want to mention that you can now get a free subscription to the digital version of Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine. And all you have to do is go to our new and improved website, kcsportspaper.com, and sign up where it says Join Our Fan Club. And then watch your email for the next issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Now, I'm wearing my Kansas City Royals baseball jersey today because our next guest was a member of the 85 World Championship Royals, who celebrate their 30th anniversary of winning the World Series this year. Greg Pryor is joining us, and he's also the owner of Life Priority, which is a nutritional supplement company. Welcome, Greg. Thank you. Congratulations on 30 years. Where did the 30 years go, man?
You know, it's a great thing about playing baseball. They keep sending me baseball cards, and every year about this time the season starts, and then at the end of the year they have a World Series. But 30 years ago, it was a wonderful experience, and luckily for me, I was invited to the Royals Fantasy Camp last January, where 18 former Royals from that team got together for the fantasy camp. It was great seeing all the older players. Can't say old.
Yeah, it was an interesting picture with you guys sent me of all the old guys on the bench and standing up and all that. You got to put the uniforms on again, though, and what they. I think it's the powder blues. I think I'll put a picture of it up.
Yeah, we wore powder blue the whole week, and Hal McRae, George Brett was there, and Saberhagen, some of the more well-known ex-Royals. But it was great. We went out to eat dinner one night, and I think I laughed for 2 straight hours. It was so much fun. But I forget what everybody said. But we had a great time, and it's going to come up in May. They're having a celebration of the 85 World Series team at Kauffman, and I think it's against in the Cardinals weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, May 24th.
Well, and that makes perfectly logical sense since you guys beat them. So
if listeners or viewers they want to go get their tickets for that game. It'll be a great event, and hopefully we'll get as many of the 85 guys back as possible.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So now you wear your World Series ring often, and let me switch over the camera over to you so people can see that. That ring that the Royals got for the AL Championship, it was a beautiful ring from the pictures that I saw.
I think I want more diamonds on mine. Because I saw that ring, and it seemed like there's 100 diamonds. We've only got, 25 or 30. This is back when times were tough,
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. So, they might be cubic zirconia.
I'm so happy that they did what they did. I mean, I went to the Oakland game where they went the playoff game to get into the playoffs, really. And it was the most exciting game I think I've ever seen at that stadium, other than us being in the World Series there. But I was glad to see that. Glad to see the maturity of some players that became big leaguers last year.
Yes.
Kane became a big leaguer, you know. He's bona fide now.
Yeah.
People want him. People would like to have Hosmer right now.
Yes.
And Escobar, he's a great shortstop. So now there's some great things going on with our team, and I'm so excited.
Absolutely, yeah. It's been a lot of fun to we're only 4 games into the season on the day that we're taping this, but the Royals are 4-0.
Yep.
And they've hit 5 home runs, and so some of the things that they needed to do are getting done. The changes that were made and some of the players that they brought in to replace other players, is happening, and they picked up where they left off.
Yep.
They manufacture runs from nothing.
Right. In '84 when we won our division, we lost to the Tigers in the playoffs. Didn't get to the World Series. We lost 5 guys off that team. And then the next year after the World Series team won, you still lose players. So I think Dayton Moore's done a wonderful job so far, understanding what this team has needed and going out and acquiring it so far. I mean, it's only 4 games, but I see a maturity about our team that it looks the same team that was in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
So, hey, let's get more playoff games at the end of the season this year.
Yeah, for sure. The fans loved it, the city loved it, all that kind of stuff. One of our I don't know what you're predicting for the season. I talked to Alan Eskew, who's our editor, and he said, they're probably going to win the division this year. And Alan is he's seen spring training. It goes way back in years and years and years, and I would get excited about spring training and say, Alan, they look pretty good, and he said, well, that was spring training. What happens when they show up in Chicago and it's 32 degrees and they're having to play a baseball game?
Like it is in this ice rink right now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you should be used to it since you played in Chicago, and it's springtime in Chicago in here.
It was so cold when I played for the White Sox in the big leagues. I was begging the hitter not to hit the ball to me because my hand was frozen.
Yeah. So that gave him incentive to hit it to you. But our James Poyster, who is one of our writers, he predicted as 87 wins instead of the 81 that the computers are predicting and things like that. What are your thoughts on that? And what does that do to the team when a computer says, they're going to lose 90 games?
You play baseball 7 months a year. You get a month of spring training and then 6 months of a season. And I tell you, you get so ingrained into the daily grind. The only time you really look at things is around September 1st, really. Mm-hmm. And then you don't want to get too far behind before September 1st because you want to be ahead of people.
Yeah.
But if you're within striking distance on September 1st, whether you have 70 wins or whatever wins you have at that point, it doesn't matter. We got into the playoffs last year as a wild card. We had to win the wild card game to get into the playoffs. So numbers don't matter to me. I know that we won 90 games, I think, in the World Series year in '85, and hey, it was good enough for us to win a World Series.
Right.
And then I think maybe we won 92 games. So the Royals won 90 games, I think, last year, but that doesn't matter. I think they're going to be above 500, and there's one big key, and that's staying healthy. You get 2 guys. You get your shortstop hurt, you get your catcher hurt. You're not talking as loudly, in September as you would talk right now.
Well, they were saying Perez was already pretty banged up, and four games into it, of course, they played all preseason and things like that. So they've got to give him a rest. For sure.
When I played for George Brett and Frank White when they didn't play, and it was not easy to replace those guys.
Yeah.
And we still won. We won. I didn't play as much in '85, but we still won. Mm-hmm. And we won in '84, and I played 121 games. So the backups have to be good. They have to be ready. They're gonna be need DBUs. So it's gonna be a great summer watching us compete for a division title.
Yeah, depth is really important in baseball, having the right guy that can slip in there and take over for the other guy. We're going to talk, we're kind of almost out of time, believe it or not, on this segment of the show, but we want to talk about some of the changes that have been made in baseball, some of the changes to speed up the game. The game, I guess, is going pretty slow right now. It's about 3 hours for an average game, and it used to be 2-something, 2 hours and something or other. 2:33 in 1981 when you were still around and still playing and in your prime. 3 hours and 2 minutes now. So, the game's changed a lot, and they're trying to make it speed it up. Are some of the things that they're doing, do you think it's going to really do it? The batter can't step out of the batter's box, or at least he has to have 1 foot in there. The pitch, 2.5 minutes between innings. The manager can say, "Hey, I want to replay," and just raise his hand.
I think they can speed up the replay time it takes to do that. But
how many replays can you have in a game?
No, really. What we've done, instead of an argument from a manager, we've taken the argument out of their hands and we've taken it to New York. There's no more rhubarbs out there. Yeah. If an umpire screws up at second base, a manager doesn't go out and spend 5 minutes spitting at the ground. Now they go to the replay. But I think the replay could be sped up because New York makes the decision. Let the umpire stay right there, and let the green or red light come on. Whatever. They can speed that up. But I here's my opinion. I think that I don't know how much time there is between innings, but I think if they had if they're going to put a clock in baseball, put it when the third out is made and then when the next pitch has to take place.
Right.
Pick a time. Pick 2 minutes. Now you might say, well, Greg, no, it takes 2.5 minutes for the commercials. Well, maybe the commercials are the problem. Maybe we need one less commercial between innings. I don't know. I ought to say this. When I go to a movie, and it's a great movie, and I'm watching this movie, like the playoff game that we had against Oakland, I didn't care that it was extra innings.
Right.
I was glad, because sometimes you go to a movie for an hour and a half, and you're sorry you went.
Yeah.
In baseball, it doesn't matter to me how long games take. I think the speed of the game takes care of itself.
Yeah, I certainly understand that. I was watching the game last night, and it was a little bit slow in spots because the game didn't mean anything. It didn't matter in those playoff games how long it took and all that because you were on pins and needles every pitch and every, between every inning you were thinking about what happened. Yesterday's game was good. They won, and that was great. They put together some exciting things.
Hey, when a game's too long? Is what happened in New York last night between the Red Sox and the Yankees.
How many innings did that go?
18 or 19.
Oh, gee.
That's like 2 games in one.
Yeah.
Players don't like that. As soon as the 9th inning came, it was a tie game. We used to say, hey, we're not getting paid for overtime. Let's end this. Let's end this thing.
Well, I know you want to cut short commercials and things like that in baseball, but we're going to take a quick break and go to some commercials here. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness Magazine show. We're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. We're talking with former Royal World Series champ Greg Pryor. I am Steve Fish. We'll be right back.
Come on out to the Kansas City Ice Center and skate on the outdoor pavilion or the indoor ice rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times, to register for classes, or schedule an upcoming party or group event, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. That's 913-441-3033.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
These days, we're all so busy and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, new patients can get their initial consultation free. Mention KC Sports when you make your first appointment. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. And sign up now for Winterstone's major series tournaments. And visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and great offers. For tee times, go to winterstonegolf.com or call 816-257-5755. Become your own boss by learning how to invest in real estate in a free seminar hosted by millionaire real estate investor Robert Blair. To sign up for the free seminar, call 816-272-4338 or visit turnkeyhomebuyers.com. Phone or tablet screen cracked? Call iCrack Mobile Repair. They come to you to fix your phone. Call 816-844-3332 to set up your repair. There are now 7 great live golf courses in KC. Whether you want to play golf, work out, or take the family for a swim, there's a Great Life KC membership that meets your needs and suits your lifestyle. And membership options start at only $19.99 a month. To learn more about memberships, stop by and tour any of the Great Life courses, which include Elite Club, Staley Farms, Drum Farm, and Canyon Farms, and select clubs Liberty Hills, Leavenworth, River Oaks, and the Oaks. Find out more at greatlifekc.net.
Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're here at the Kansas City Ice Center, located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435, where you can skate on their outdoor pavilion or their indoor ice rink. Call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicecenter.com, for more details on public skate sessions, hockey clinics, and their Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our story on the U.S. Army world-class wrestlers who visited top performers at Metro High Schools last month. And in our youth soccer report, we featured a story on the Midwest Mother's Day Soccer Classic that's coming to the OP Soccer Complex. You can pick up your copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including Eagles Landing Golf Course, both Minsky's on Berry Road, and the Kansas City Ice Center where we are today. Now, coming up next month, we'll be back out at the Kansas City Ice Center, and the KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. On June 6th, we'll be at the Iron Horse Golf Course, located at 154th and Mission in Leawood. And on the 25th of April, we will be out at Canyon Farms, which is located about a mile west of 435 on 87th Street Parkway. And if you have a business and you're interested in having us come out to do our show at your business location, call Good Sports at 913-764-2050. And now you can view Good Sports on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. Now, we are joined today here at the KCI Center by former World Series champ Greg Pryor, who's celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Royals winning the World Series this year. Greg is also the owner of Life Priority, which is a nutritional supplement company. Thanks, Greg, for joining us today. Fill us in on Life Priority.
My wife and I, Michelle, my wife, we formed Life Priority in 1994 because of the integrity of the people that we were going into business with,
sure,
who we represent their formulas in the marketplace. And if anybody listening or viewing wants to discuss anything about the nutrition industry, dietary supplements or food products, I wish they would just send me an email at customerservice@lifepriority.com. And if they have a specific question, and I'll get it, or my wife Michelle will get it, and we'll be glad to respond back to them. Because health, without your health, you can't play baseball.
Right.
You can't play golf.
You can't ice skate or figure skate.
And what we do is we try to help people understand how they can use things in their life to live healthier and feel better during their life. And we have 19 products in our company, Steve. I've been writing for the Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine for over 3 years now.
Right.
And each article, I'm really excited about doing it because I always give some people something to think about their health and what they can do to improve their health. So they can go to your website and see all the articles that I've written every month. And the last one I wrote was about golf, the golf swing and the baseball swing.
Right.
And there's so many things going inside the brain when you swing a golf club or a baseball bat that I didn't really know about until I was out of baseball. And the neurotransmitters required to make the right decisions for a baseball swing or a golf swing are similar, because you have to think properly.
Right.
And you think because your neurotransmitters are firing. And I brought a couple products in. I'll show the viewers on the TV that I have a product called Lift and Mind. And these two, this one helps create acetylcholine in the brain, and this one helps make noradrenaline. So if you want to think more clearly with a little bit more energy, you can mix these. It's a great drink. And then I also have the lift in lift caps.
Mm-hmm.
And then I brought up another product I wanted to just talk about real quickly. It's called Muscle Memory, because basically the swing or performance is based on the brain-muscle connection.
Right.
And that's why I call this Muscle Memory. It take too long to explain the science behind this, but go to my website at lifepriority.com or send me an email, and I'll send you a real good interview with the scientist that created this formula.
Sure.
And it's really exciting. And then lastly, Michelle wanted me to make sure I mentioned our flagship product, a joint decision,
Right.
glucosamine to help you keep your cartilage healthy. And we sell through a number of chiropractors across the country. We sell at Nuts and Bolts at 95th and Knoll, also at Antioch and College, the Nuts and Bolts True Value stores. And then we also have our products at I know they don't advertise on your show, but at the Hy-Vee on 151st and Black Bob. 151st and Black Bob, Hy-Vee is carrying the Life Priority products now. And then also Dr. Larry Houston is on our board. He works at 127th and Metcalf, and he has our products in his medical practice. So anybody that wants to know anything about what we do at Life Priority, just go to our website or email me personally at customerservice@lifepriority.com.
Well, I take a number of your products as well, and I know you the article you wrote about. I think the joint product is real important for the golf swing, especially those golfers that are out there that are in their 50s and 60s and beyond. Mm-hmm. And then you've got a omega-3 product as well, the fish oil product that I know helps with joints and brain and all that kind of stuff. And they're all very good, and they work really well.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be in this industry, Steve, but it's been fantastic. I've been helping a lot of people across the country feel better and live a more healthy, pain-free life, if you will.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's talk a little bit more baseball. One of the things that you probably would have been really good at, because you did play third base and you did play second base, is that shift that they do for left-handed batters. The Royals have an interesting twist on it in that normally you'd think that the third baseman would move to short, and the shortstop would move behind second. But they take Moustakas and they stick him over by second base because Escobar is quicker.
And he has a better arm.
Yeah, at covering all of that.
Nothing against Moose's arm; he's got a good arm too.
Yeah. So, but what's your thought on all that?
Well, it's kind of like I told you during one of the breaks we've had. It's kind of like football. If they want to play a certain defense on football to keep the other team from advancing the ball or scoring a touchdown, so be it. I think that major league teams ought to be able to position guys wherever they want. It's a lot of times in the minor leagues, especially. I don't see it too much in the big leagues. When there's the winning runs on third at the bottom of the ninth inning, and there's one out, other managers have brought an outfielder in to play infield.
Interesting,
because they didn't want to. They think if the hit's on the ground, they want as many people catching the ball and throwing it home as possible. And they only had two outfielders out there. You have done that in the minor leagues. I haven't seen it done in the big leagues. So my point is, if a hitter is going to go up there and look out and see the whole team shifted toward right field, and most of the shifts are only for left-handers. I've never seen a right-handed shift yet.
No.
I used to shift on Carlton Fisk.
What'd you do?
I went almost right behind second base. The reason I didn't right behind second is because I couldn't see the home plate. So I had to I was so far over. I let him have the right field hole. Yeah, just go ahead and hit it over there because he was a home run hitter, and I'd rather have a home run hitter poke at the right field.
Yeah.
So I would play my own shift, and my manager, Dick Hauser, he never told me to do it. I did it on my own.
Interesting.
And I played way deep too. Now they're playing deep. I used to play way deep like that when I played because I knew how fast the guy was, and I never got burned on it.
Interesting. So interesting that they do that, and these pros, they should be able to adapt to it. I mean, Moustakas has. And he's now hitting the ball to left field, and you'd think that would change.
George Brett, he was interviewed. It was on YouTube. I saw it, and I thought it was great. He's telling guys that he would have hit 450 had they pulled a shift on him. He says, make your defense spread itself out. That gives you more chances to hit. If they know you're going to pull the ball, they're going to play people over there. So the only way to beat a shift is to start either bunting it the other way or trying to hit it the other way, and teams will adjust. But I don't think the commissioner of baseball ought to dictate how defenses ought to play in the big leagues. I heard he was going to try to do that,
Really?
I heard he's going to try to stop those shifts, but I don't think it's going to take place.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's really interesting that he would try and do that.
Talk about infield defense. When Rod Carew, who's one of the best hitters ever played the game, he could bunt and hit 350 if he wanted to every time. It's almost like he could just roll the ball out there with his bat. And when I played for the White Sox at third base and the Royals, I would get so far up on him, I could smell his breath. I was so close.
Yeah.
And he'd look at me, and I'd say, I'd just mouth at him. I'd go, "You're not going to bunt," very slowly, and he'd smile at me. but he never. One time he knocked one by me, but I wasn't going to let him bunt for a hit, and I told him, I said, I'm going to make you swing away.
Yeah. The thing I'd be afraid of is that he was so good that he would just drill it at you. Well, you get 45 feet away from him, and he that ball's on you. And fast. I know you had good hands.
No, he did it one time. He knocked a shot right at my feet. I was way up on the grass, and they gave me an error. I didn't even hardly see the ball. I was lucky I stopped it.
Yeah.
But he came around to third base, and he goes, "I can't believe they gave you an error on that ball." I said, "I can't either. That's a base hit."
Yeah, Carew needed an extra hit in his group of hits that he had. Well, give us Life Priorities information again one more time.
Yeah, Life Priority. We've been in business since 1995, and our website's at lifepriority.com, LIFEPRIORITY.com. And go to our website or email me at customerservice@lifepriority.com, or they can call us directly at 913-438-5433.
Awesome. Thank you, Greg.
Okay.
That'll do it for today's show. My thanks to the KCI Center for hosting the show today, and thanks to 85 World Series champ Greg Pryor for joining us. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, and check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You'll find it all over KC, and it's free. So pick it up today.
Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or your driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com. With your coupon in KC Sports Magazine, 2 golfers can play with cart for just $56 at Heritage Park or Tomahawk Hills golf courses in Johnson County. For tee times, visit heritageparkgc.com or call 913-829-4653 or tomahawkhillsgc.com or call 913-631-8000 and take advantage of the 2 for $56 special offer in KC Sports Magazine. KC North Spine and Joint Center is the only full-body active release provider north of the river. For sports injuries, foot, shoulder, knee, or hip issues, call Dr. Hildebrand at KC North Spine and Joint Center at 816-584-0413 or visit kcnorthsjc.com. Golf MD is now carrying custom Callaway and Mizuno. Visit Golf MD for club repairs, swing analysis, and custom clubs and fittings with the TrackMan Launch Monitor. Call Golf MD at 913-663-5050. Visit them at Strangline and College or go online to golf-md.com. Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland. And get golf ready at Eagles Landing. Sign up for 5 group lessons for $99. Individual lessons also available. And Eagles Landing is now enrolling for junior golf camps this summer. For more details, visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com or call 816-318-0004. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army. Change your golf game at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness Center in Overland Park and save 18% when you mention Good Sports or KC Sports Magazine. For more details, visit coreptkc.com or call 913-322-4000 and change your golf game this season. Interact with our new website. Visit kcsportspaper.com and you'll find more content, more photos, more videos, plus episodes of the Good Sports TV show, reader discussions, past articles and issues, contests, and more. and get a free digital subscription to KC Sports each month when you become a member of our KCSportsPaper.com fan club. Sign up now at KCSportsPaper.com. That's KCSportsPaper.com. Now you can view our shows and past shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel.